All right, good morning, digital audio. Today I'm going to be showing you how to export a completed MP3 file from your Garageband project and upload it to Classroom. I'm also going to show you a couple other things that you can do when you're in the final stages of a composition. All right, so here in GarageBand I have my loop composition. You can see I have my 6 tracks. Uh, and one thing you might have encountered is coming up with one of the challenges you may have encountered is coming up with a convincing ending. But if you've explored the menus up here, there is, I believe, a fade out option. This will do it by itself. So what this does is brings up the master track, and each one of these points along this line represents a decrease in volume. So if you don't like the way that the fade out sounds by default, that sounds okay, but let's say you want to start that a little bit earlier and you want that fade to go a little bit longer. Well, then you see, so I was able to move that, and you can select each one of these points and edit them the way that you like. If you want to draw new points along this line, if I hold down on my keyboard, this is the Windows key, but if you're using a Mac key, I believe it's going to be the Apple key. My cursor turns to a pencil, and I can start placing lines, little dots along the envelope, and I can make my own customized curve. But you know what? I actually like the way it was originally. So I'm going to use the undo command, which is again on my keyboard. It's Windows Z. You can also access it from the edit menu. Where's undo? Undo, there it is, undo, which is showing you the shortcut. So I'm going to just go ahead and use the shortcut to get it back to where it was. And there we have it. All right. We don't need to see all this. This shows us the master track, so I'm going to go hide master track. Another thing you might want to do is this little caret here. You see where my cursor is? This is telling GarageBand where the end of your project is. If you have it out here, what's going to happen is when you export your file, you're going to get a little extra sound at the end, which generally you don't want. I mean, if you a little bit's fine, but any longer it's going to get distracting. So I'm going to put where I want the end of my project, and that's where. Let me just make sure I didn't cut off the fade. Show master track, and I'm going to move that a little bit. Oh no, that's good. That's cutting off at the right spot. All right, so now that I have that done, I'm going to go to the share menu and I'm going to send the song to iTunes. And here, if you want to put in the name of your tune. And any other information you like. You can select whatever quality like you would want to send it out. For our purposes, if it's not too short, if it's not too long, you can go pretty high quality and still upload it to Classroom. And then click share. Oh, here it exports cycle area only or length of selected regions. This, if you did this, you'd have the cycle area on, and some people use this to create their own ringtones within GarageBand, and then it exports only the cycle area, and it'll loop on your phone. So, all right, I'm going to click share, and this will bounce down to an MP3 file and export it to iTunes. And once it opens in iTunes, I can right-click on it and go Show in Finder, which will bring up the MP3 file here. And then I can open up Classroom, click on the assignment, and just it'll be a simple drag and drop. Doesn't look. I don't think it'll let me do it. Let me see. Well, because obviously. All right, but that's if you do that procedure, that'll work for you. So that's how you complete an assignment, create an MP3 file, and upload it to Classroom. If you have any questions.